Well, I guess once again, I'm joined by Moose Jaw's Ben Coakwell, Olympic bronze medalist in the four-man bobsled. I guess first, Ben, has it sunk in that you are now an Olympic medalist?
Yeah, it's getting there. I feel like it hasn't fully, but the more people I talk to that say something like that, it's starting to sink in for sure. Yeah,
I noticed you have the medal there.
I do. Yeah,
Look,
I was just taking it out of the box. I figured you might want to see it, but
wow, that is awesome.
it's heavier than you think it'd be.
Really?
Yeah, it weighs about a kilogram.
Oh, geez. Well, I guess since you've competed, have you had a chance to talk to some friends and family back home? And what have they said?
Yeah, like for the longest time, I hadn't actually seen the final run on TV, and everybody that I've talked to just sort of like goes through the story of like watching the final run. They said it was pretty crazy and like giving him heart attacks and everything. I know like the entire bobsleigh community was cheering for us at the track and stuff, and at closing ceremonies they were all telling me like how it felt to watch the run and everything. It's been probably my favorite part about the whole thing, to be honest.
With that, maybe can you take us through that final run? Obviously, the Germans were kind of nipping at your heels on fourth. Can you just kind of take us through that run?
Yeah, I feel like the final run was just like a microcosm of how our team was built. We pushed 100th faster than we did the heat before, which is just something that our team always tries to do. Our second heat, like it's something we've worked on for 4 years, is like finding an extra 100th when you need it. So that was something that we were super proud of. And then obviously 1 year doing a bobsleigh run and you start to lose time, it's very rare that you ever gain that time back. It's just like gravity and speed and momentum, it's just how it goes. And then for us to find time at the bottom to actually pull out the win is just crazy. It speaks to our riding position and our driver's skill. And I just feel like it was like the perfect final run. I wouldn't have asked for anything differently.
No, for sure. And when you got down there, got out of the sled and saw the time clock, saw that you were, number one with only two sleds left, what was kind of going through your mind at that point?
Yeah, it was pretty unbelievable. Like it's like a situation that you dream of your whole life, is like being in a situation to win an Olympic medal. And it was just like, you get overcome with so many different emotions. It's hard to understand it. It's just like something that's happening to you at the moment, and you're just a part of it and living it. And it feels pretty good.
I can only imagine standing on that podium too. Must have been just a once in a lifetime feeling.
Yeah, it was like it happened so fast. Like our medal ceremony, because we raced on the last day, it was like within an hour of us actually finishing the race. So it was crazy. And because it was COVID, we had to put the medals on ourselves, and I got to put them on the guys, and it was a pretty cool experience for sure. And our whole team made it down to the bottom of the track to like cheer with us and stuff. It was cool.
No, that's really cool. I was just wondering kind of a little bit about the competition. I know there's a lot of talk about the Germans, especially their sleds. They're obviously pretty tough competition.
Yeah, the Germans are nuts. Like they have a program run by a company called FES, and they just have a very large budget, to say the least. So their R&D program into their sled tech is just crazy. And it's bobsleigh is a big deal to them in Germany, so that's where they put their funds. It's no different than hockey in Canada. And so anytime that you can podium when there's Germans in the race, or any other European country for that matter, it's like it feels like winning gold to me.
No, for sure. And I guess obviously not your first Olympics, but could you talk a little bit about that Olympic experience, especially during COVID? I'm sure it was a lot different than others.
Yeah, it was actually surprisingly similar. Like all the Olympics is always, every Olympics I've been to, you're always brought into a bubble and you don't exist within the outside world. And so it's just to keep it's like, security and safety and stuff like that. So it was one of those things where it was kind of easy to do because they bubbled us up to keep COVID out. And so I would say the only real difference is that people wore masks. That was like, that was it.
I guess just finally, are you back in Saskatoon now? And how are you kind of readjusting from coming back from Beijing?
Yeah, the jet lag is hitting me pretty hard. I feel like I've been sleeping a lot and just trying to catch up on the messages that I've received from people that I know, and it's been pretty overwhelming to go through and just kind of catch up on that. And I'm just trying to take it in stride.
No, for sure. So you're back home then in Saskatoon?
Yeah, no, I'm in Calgary.
Oh, you're in Calgary. Okay.
Yeah, Calgary. I obviously moved out here quite a few years ago to like train full time for bobsled. So
Okay. Nope. Sounds good. I think that's about all I had, Ben, unless there's anything else you'd like to add.
no, it's pretty good. Just pretty excited to share this with everybody that I know.